Turn up.
What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Hercule right here, back again with another video. And as you can tell, this video is going to be the top 8 things I don't like about NBA 2K17. Now, this list is not in any order or anything like that, and it is subjective, of course, but I do want to say that it's basically based around my career mode. I mean, let's be real here. When you get NBA 2K, my career is probably the biggest thing that's used. I mean, I get it. People like to play against each other online, but it's not as big as my career. If you haven't seen it already, check out this video in the top right corner about the top 8 things that should be in 2K17. Obviously, it wasn't in 2K17, but I just had to vent that out right now. So let's hop into the video. Back in 2K15, there was a ability to set your own nickname. I know this because my nickname was The Kid, and I liked it. I loved it. You know, either you said my last name or The Kid, and it was unique to me. No one else, well, someone else probably had it, but with that being said, I had the ability to choose my nickname. 2 years later, 2K16 and 2K17, they're choosing our nickname because they're trying to create this story element that's not really working for me. I mean, when you play your career, you're not really playing your own story. You're playing a scripted story. All you have to do is win games and upgrade your player. The story there is still scripted, you know? You're not really building your own career. You're not really getting that ownership. So now this year is called Mr. President. I mean, really? Is that what we're doing now? We're going off the elections? Are you serious, guy? Are you freaking serious? So please, 2K in 2K18, please give us the ability to choose our own nicknames. I liked it. I loved it. I think everyone else can agree because Mr. President, that's not even a basketball nickname. I mean, I would freaking go with Frequency Vibrations than Mr. President, you know? So with that being said, number 2, upgrading your guy in my career. Now, again, in the past, it was about playing games and being better on the court. Now, it's all about spamming. I mean, as soon as 2K drops, there's YouTube videos all over that says how to get your player to get 99 overall. And all you have to do is spend a few hours practicing and you can unlock some upgrade features. That's not what basketball is all about. It's about actually playing the game. I buy 2K so I can play 2K, not spam it and try to get a 99 overall. Like, really, the upgrade abilities should be based on your performance in the games. If you suck in the games, then you should suck to upgrade. That's just how it is, point blank period. I don't understand why they keep going to this whole practice. I get it, practice makes perfect, but if you're sucking in the games, then you shouldn't be able to upgrade your player. It's plain and simple. Alright, with that being said, let's talk about the scoring, or I guess you could say the reports in my career. So when you're playing, in the top right corner you get your grade or whatever, and there's a lot of things that still needs to be taken care of. For one, if I fail down, right, I try to take a charge, I miss the charge, my guy falls down, and the possessions of the ball switch, and the other guys at the other end of the court. Why am I losing points for not being able to transition on defense? It's not my fault he fell down. He takes all day to get back up, you know? Or when you're trying to shoot a 3, you miss a 3, but you hit a fadeaway and you fall into the crowd, you turn around and be like, oops, my bad, I didn't mean to fall into you, I hope everything's okay. You know, you have a 2-minute conversation with whatever the guy you fell on, and then you still lose points for transition. Or here's my favorite, right? You are a point guard and someone sets a pick, so you know when someone sets a pick, you switch. Or the person you switch on is a center. So now, this guy who's probably taller than you and bigger than you will catch a pass and score. So not only will you lose points for catching a pass inside the paint, but also allowing your opponent to score, or allowing your opponent to get an offensive rebound. You're a point guard, for goodness sakes. Fix it, 2K. Fix it. Speaking of fixing, the freaking visuals. It's 2016, going into 2017. There's no reason why the visuals should still look like 2K15. Alright? We're getting into an era where 4K gaming is about to be a big thing on consoles. But the visuals still looks like something from 2K15. I mean, if you don't believe me, take a look at this. Do you see his eyes? Really? Do you see his eyes? That's not even from the scanning. Don't even get me on the app for scanning. Don't even get me on that. It seems every year that 2K boasts about its version. It seems every year that 2K brags about the way that they have It seems every year 2K brags about their new visuals, brand new animations. Well, I can't tell, because the animation still looks the same to me. And when you're trying to do, like, if you watch the intro, they put off these amazing moves, but you try to do it in the game, you really can't do them. No matter how quick your hands are, you cannot do them. And I'm looking at the back of the case here, and it says, it's all new and about basketball in 2K17, and you're in control. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not in control. Visuals needs to be done correctly. All these other games looks amazing. Look at Grand Theft Auto 5. Look at it. Looks amazing. But you take a game like 2K, I get it. It's an annual update. I get it. But it's been 3 years. You should know by now how to program for the PS4 and Xbox One. We all have at least a 1080p TV. Some of us have 4K TVs, and it looks garbage. Speaking of garbage, microtransactions. Everything you needs microtransactions. If you want a new headband, you gotta pay for that. You want some shoes, you gotta pay for that. If you want to try to boost up 1 point, you gotta pay 2,000 VC for that. I just don't get everything's about microtransactions. 2K is going to make money. It is the #1 selling franchise right now for video games. The #1 selling basketball franchise. Probably the only basketball franchise. But the fact that it's the #1 and the only one, it's going to make money regardless. And the fact that they put Kobe on the cover, I think that was a gimmick. But some people fell for it. I don't get why everything's about microtransactions, and microtransactions. Stop it, 2K. Stop it. Alright? If I want a headband, give me a headband for free. Don't make me have to spend more money to get something that's generic. Especially something like tattoos. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Animations. Now this goes back into the whole gameplay of my career. That's what it goes back to. But the animations, you get stuck in it, or you try to do a spin move and try to come out that spin move, like do a fake spin move, but you really can't do it because the game doesn't register quick enough for you to pull off a move like that. So they talk about brand new animations, but it's the same thing for the past 2 or 3 years. It needs to be fixed, 2K. It really does. And they talk about brand new presentation. Honestly, the only presentation that really changed is that the sideline reporter, that's probably the only thing about the new presentation. Kenny, Shaq, and the other guy, I can't remember his name right now, they still talk about the same thing. Even if I play, let's say, 4 games, 3 out of those 4 games, it will be the same presentation. Well, it's mid-season, and I feel like it's been a good journey for both of these teams. It's so generic, you know? So it's not really different. Now, I will say this. The in-game presentation is pretty good. And the halftime, I actually like that. I like it. Because when I think I was playing the Cavaliers, and the coach actually said, come on, guys. We can't let Kyrie Irving get all the points here. Shut him down and make sure he cannot make any more shots. That was really cool. But the overall presentation still feels the same. Doesn't feel any different. I get it's 2K. If it ain't broke, ain't fixed. But don't brag about new presentation if it's minor tweaks. And speaking of tweets, the last thing I have to say is bringing your guy over from the previous year. You work hard to get your guy to 94, 95, whatever, and then you got to start all over. Now I get it. Some people may say, I enjoy starting over. But what if you want the ability to continue your career, because they're going to shut down the servers from the previous year. So if you want to continue your career, then do that. You should have the ability to do that. Bring them into this new environment. Again, I get it. It's all about the scripting, with this Michael B. Jordan and Justice Young type of thing. I get it. But to have the ability to bring your guy over would be great. It would be awesome. So here's the bonus thing that I just have to say. Let's say that I made a 3-pointer to put our team into overtime. All right. If it wasn't for me making that critical shot, we would have never went to overtime to still be in the game. Okay. Now, as I get to start doing overtime, great. I got the team. It's tied up 79-79. The coach, with 30 seconds left, remember, I'm the one who put the game into overtime. In fact, I'm the one who tied the game up 79-79. The coach takes me out with 30 seconds left on the clock, and we lose by 2. I could have made a change. I could have played some defense, but no, the coach decided to take me out. Even though overtime's about 3 minutes long, he decides to take me out, and we lose by 2. I don't understand the logic. If a guy is bringing your team back into the game and getting the points you need, why would you take him out? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I got more 2K17 content coming for you guys. I got a full review coming this weekend, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, be on the lookout for some Mafia 3. Anyways, it's your boy Hercule, and I'm out of here. Peace.